What's going on? I hope you're happy, healthy, doing the things that you love doing with those that you love doing them with. I'm now about to give you your reading. Let's get into the meat and bones of your reading, all right? While I shuffle and just about to get into the reading, do me a favor, smash the likes, subscribe, press the notification bell, and all that jazz, all right? And let's get into your reading, into the heart of the matter. Let's go. All right. So this energy is letting me know that you have accomplished a lot of things in your life. This could be from a life experience, personal achievements. This could be from achievements that you've done for a long time. So you may have invested in yourself. That's the energy that I feel. I'm not speaking to someone to feel as if like I'm patronizing you and anything like that. I feel like you are a very well prepared person. You know what to do in certain times. I'm speaking to you. This energy specifically for you. You have accomplished a lot of things in your life and you have dealt with a lot of um, wins, right? And these personal fulfillments are great. I feel very much so that this is the first time you've had to deal with something in your life. This could be from a personal matter, from a career. This feels as if like it's even questioning you. You're basically saying, "Oh, I've done X amount. I've won. I've done all of these things. I've achieved. I've made this amount. I've really put myself out there, and I understand that there are certain things I've done and I've worked it out. But with this, you can't seem to shake it. And this is something that you feel that's quite alien towards you. Even if you're like trying to, the perfect description I can say is like imagine it's a room that's fully dark, completely blacked out, and the objective is for you to get towards the door. Now you know the concept of getting towards the door, but it is how you get from the door in this room. And you're just like, how am I put myself in this position? Well, Spirit is letting you know, first of all, that you yourself, where there's a will, there's a way. No matter if it seems like it's confusing, I'm letting you know that this situation feels like within the next 2 weeks. And this is a building exercise for yourself. This is to show yourself that when you feel as if you've accomplished every part of you, let's say someone that's being able to help other people's problems. Now there is a simple exercise right now that it's actually about you now. You know how to deal with certain things, you know how to deal with certain struggles, but this specific one is for your a different layer into your life. And this is something to do with your goals that you have, for example, you have put yourself in a position where I can do it because I know I can. Now, I'm not saying that you can't because I know you will, but you've got to trust that this period in your life right now is divinely guided. Because what I see towards the finishing line, as I see it right now, is you being, when you feel like let's say you've got 5 gears, you didn't realize you had the 6 gears. You see what I'm saying? You didn't realize that this energy was meant to bring you towards this because you wouldn't have able to learn this while you was in that previous energy. Now this next energy, and the reason why I like the analogy of the dark room is that's within yourself. That the light, the candle that I see, especially with the magician card, is the reason why you will find a way to fix this issue. And this feels very much of an emotional issue. This is a situation that you are understanding that you understand systems, right? You understand that you know how to get from A to B, right? And what the systems that you know, then it doesn't require for this achievement. The next achievement is down to what your heart spaces is saying. What passion? This is about bringing the fire back into your energy and personal fulfillment, because this feels like you've been used to the energy of just getting from A to B. Now, A to B is great, but A to B without a skip in your step, without the smile, without the passion, it just feels like it's a system. Now, what's going to drive you, which is going to give you that extra 20%, is your desire to see this as a personal goal. There's a lot of achievements in yourself, but the next phase in your life feels very much that perhaps you lost a little bit of passion in this. And that's okay, because as time goes by, certain things certainly change the energy, or your perception about things are different. Now, this is about to reinvigorate you. This is about getting you that fire back, that flame. Now, this is something that you will feel like it's not just achievable, because achievable means that it's still a system, right? Whereas now, you're going to say that this is fulfilling. And that's going to be the difference. The difference is that you're not treating this as if it's robotic. You're seeing this as a personal passion again. You're going back to why you first started. And it's funny because I feel like it's a full circle moment for yourself. What I see and how you're going to get there is really figuring out that you can still have passion without just using your heart as a decision. What I mean is passion is the joy of things. And I feel this going forwards. I feel like you are also going through a personal change as well. And this is about yourself. This isn't just about you doing business or you getting there and achieving these things. This is also an identity change. This is something that you will utilize not as a practice of business, but a practice of your life. And that's going to be the next stage in your life. That shows that you're still growing, no matter how wise you are, no matter how much you feel as if that there are many other goals. You're still able to see that there is a fire in your heart, and that it still beats bright for other things, and that you are open to new things that are there. This was done from spirit to give you more fire to your soul, because you're more than just a person that thinks of numbers, figures, goals. There's a part of you that's you've held on to and not really grow, if that makes sense. But now there's a position in your life that you will allow this growth to continue, as well as having a new, different type of passion. There's fulfillment for goals, but there's a different type of fulfillment when you've achieved a project that you feel gives you that fire in your heart. And that's going to give you the extra 20 years, the extra 30 years. I'm speaking to you because Spirit has directly said that you still have the light. But you got to show yourself that, and that you will, and that the feeling of you accomplishing these goals, there has to be a balance of seeing that you're able to reward yourself from an emotional point of view, a different type of excitement. I'm speaking to you because we're going to, and I'm being very clear about this, we're going to fill up this new room with a lot of soul. That's what Spirit is saying. I recognize you're a winner, but we need to put more fire and warmth in there too. If this resonates and you have questions that you want answered, you can drop me a private message on my Instagram. That's on Sorcerer X. And on TikTok, same handle, Sorcerer X. Alternatively, there is going to be a link in my description which connects you to my website, and you can get there's different readings out there. But yes, you can contact me on Instagram or on TikTok, and we go from there. That was your reading. That will give you a lot to ponder and most importantly, empower you. I am the face of tarot, Sorcerer.